This was big, this was life-changing. Black smoke started to come out the bonnet. I saw these headlights. I was hit by the tractor and its trailer. The only thing they could compare my injuries to was someone who was blown up in Afghanistan. I'm Lucie, and day one helped me rebuild my life after my catastrophic injury. I was 19 when my accident happened. It was a cold, dark winter's night in January. I was coming home from work with my mum. We were on a country lane and our car started making a really horrible noise. Black smoke started to come out the bonnet and blow it into the car. I remember just being in so much panic, and I ran around to help my mum get out. I saw these headlights coming towards us and I thought, oh my goodness, someone's coming to help, and the next thing I knew, I'd been run over by a tractor. I was stuck under there, continuously going around with the wheel, and it kind of spat me out a bit further down the road. Everything just felt like forever. It felt like time was going so slow. While I was there, I'd kind of accepted the fact that I was going to most probably die. I rang my dad and I just told him that I loved him and that he doesn't need to worry because I'm not scared to die. And then they got me into the ambulance. The next thing I remember, I woke up in ICU a month later. I remember lying there unable to talk. My dad was stroking my hair. My mum was at the foot of my bed. I didn't know exactly what my parents had gone through those few weeks I was in a coma, but my parents were made to say their goodbyes to me 3 or 4 times within that. I didn't necessarily know at that point what had happened to me, and I didn't know the extent of my injuries. There was no blood circulation to my right leg. They decided at that point the best thing was to amputate. I was 19 when my accident happened, and I spent 18 months in the hospital. I must have been about 8 months in. I remember looking at my mum and just saying, oh my God, I'm never gonna have a leg again. And for me, that was the moment it really, really hit me. You know, the pain was unbearable. I got to a point where I was begging my mum to smother me, but I don't think without the support I received, I really sometimes don't think I would be here right now. Day one actually kept me positive in that time, and they gave me things to look forward to. I was so nervous about actually spending Christmas Day, most probably on my own, because travel for my mum to get there would have been horrendous. I tried to make myself feel as Christmassy and positive as possible, and one of my friends came to the ward and we decorated a mini tree in my room. Can't imagine how horrible it must be to not have those people around on the day you need them most. I think day one make a difference around Christmas time because they make you feel like it's one big family. You know, coming out of hospital into my own home with no money was extremely daunting, and if it wasn't for day one, I wouldn't have had any clue about what was out there for me. I was informed about what benefits there were, PIP and universal credit and all these things that, you know, as a 19-year-old, I had no idea about. Now I am really enjoying life. I've got my own little place where I cook and I bake. I'm working really hard on my rehab. I'm walking. I've taken up yoga. I'm going out with my friends and I'm enjoying my life. I know I've got more surgeries to come and that my recovery isn't over. But this past year I have grown so much you know, I'm really content, I'm really happy where I am, and having Day One around just makes life just that little bit easier. If you can, please support Day One this Christmas and help people with injuries like mine.